The wins while you can, Stevie. 3-1 it would finish for Liverpool. They are through to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Today we had Alex Aljo and Nader Manua pitchside. They caught up with Andy Robertson after the game.
Andy, congratulations, through to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup and a much better night than Tuesday as well. How do you sum up tonight?
Yeah, much better performance. I thought from minute one, I thought we were more on top, had a bit more tempo, better play. Tuesday was a bit, too slow and things like that. So it's very rare in football you get to play the same team so quickly after it. So we knew we had, 3 days to go and put it right, obviously in a different competition. But, this one was obviously you either in or you're out. If you win, you go through, and then if you're out, then if you lose, you don't. So we knew we had to up our performance today, and I think we've done that, and I thought it was a real controlled performance. Got our noses in front, and then, we didn't really look back from there.
Yeah, it was you who turned the game around. Goal, then an assist. Talk me through both of those.
Yeah, the goal was, probably rare. I've not had many of them in my Liverpool career. Obviously it was a good hit. The ball came to me and I just thought that it was a perfect time to go and do it, and thankfully, it was a good strike. And then obviously so quickly after it, you get the kind of counter-attack where you can go and attack, and, Rio fed me in, and, obviously Mo was in the back post, which he always is. So to get 2 goals so quickly is so pleasing, and then I thought we controlled the game really well. They'd obviously go and get the third. Disappointing to lose the clean sheet at the end, but in cup football it's all about getting through.
Do you know, as you talk about the game there, it seems like you're reflecting in a very calm manner, but were there no nerves at all at half-time when it was 0-0? Almost feels like it's playing out the same way it did on the Tuesday.
To an extent, but that's where the experienced lads have to come in, and we don't panic. Wolves are probably now in a kind of in the position in the league. It's not their position because since the new managers came in, they've been so much more competitive. Here they've beat us, they've beat Aston Villa, they've drew against Arsenal. So they're now, at the start of the season, they were probably giving away far too many points, but now they're competing in every single game. So when we're 0-0, it's up to us to not panic and try and keep creating, trying to keep going. And I think we've done that really well. And obviously then when you get your noses in front, it's up to us to then be professional after that. And I thought we've done that well.
And for you now, how do you feel looking towards these last few weeks of the season? Where do you feel like the team is at this moment?
It's hard to answer because we've been so up down this season, and we're trying to put our finger on it. We're trying to search for that consistency, and we need to find that if we want to win anything this season. Obviously we're still in 2 trophies, but if we do that, then we have to be consistent, because we can't put in, say for instance, a performance on Tuesday. If we play like we do today from now until the end of the season, I do believe that no team will want to play us. But if we play like we do Tuesday, then I think everyone would want to play us. So we have to find that consistency. We've been trying to find it all season. We've got a relatively young squad, a new squad, and we're still trying to find that, and we're trying to guide the lads to do that, and hopefully we can find that for the last part of the season.
Speaking of young squad, 17-year-old Rio Ngumoha starting this evening. You see him every day in training. We don't see as much of him, but he was unbelievable tonight.
Yeah, look, he's a joy to play with. He's got no fear. I just said to him before the game, I wanted him to focus on his decision making, because at times he can pick the wrong decision. Of course, he's only 17, but I thought today was his best game. I thought in terms of decision making, when to pass, when to play, when to go in behind, I thought his all-round performance was really, really good today. And he's a great kid, always wants to learn, always wants to listen. Him and Trey, I thought Trey Nyoni was excellent when he came on, and these 2 lads are the ones that are with us every single day, week in, week out. All the other lads kind of come in and out, but they 2 are the mainstays, and they're a credit to their families, both lovely kids, both wanting to work hard, wanting to listen to us, and they've got a massive future ahead of them, but the here and now is pretty good as well.
How much belief Liverpool can win this competition this season? Yeah,
look, obviously we're going to be 1 of 8 in it now, and we have to believe this. Our fans demand that we believe, our club demand that we believe, and fortunately some of us have won it before, and we know how good the days are out in Wembley, and we want to get there again. Now we're 1 game away from Wembley, and anything can happen, but again we need to find that consistency. If we perform like today, then I believe we can, but we need to show that we can do that.
Now a massive game on Tuesday in the Champions League.
Correct. Yeah, a rare weekend off, but then we go to Tuesday, so we look forward to that one.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
well
guys. Thank
Congratulations.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
We'll be getting more word from the guys in just a moment, but first we want to get the reaction from Stevie Nicol as to what Andy Robertson had to say, and also the fact that Liverpool got this win.
I thought it was great. It was very sensible, very straight to the point. He won't try to kid anybody. He wasn't throwing out the lines of, we're doing this and that. He said exactly how it is. They need to be more consistent if they want to win any of the trophies they're in now. He couldn't have been more honest and straightforward and correct.
Oh, okay. Stevie, comfortable, would we say, tonight?
Yes. Makes a change.
We don't get to say that too much. Alex and Nadim are with us now. Yeah, we don't get to say too much comfortable. At least Stevie doesn't when he's watching Liverpool recently. But today, Alex, they got the job done.
Yeah, they certainly did. And Andy Robertson always speaks so well, doesn't he? And I'm sure he'd like to be playing more, but he didn't say that. And he stepped up tonight when it mattered.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's somebody who understands that the opportunities that he has now aren't going to be the same as, say, they were 1, 2, 3 years ago when he was an integral part of this Liverpool side. But he has to be prepared, he has to be ready. And you can see how much it means to him as well. I think the way that he spoke was very, very honest, as Stevie said, but in like a way which wasn't really disparaging to, say, some of the negatives that they have had. I think he's acknowledged them and understands that if they want to be successful, they have to find a way to get through those, and that's as far as it comes. You can't really argue with that. And I just like the fact that, you know, he's the one who scored that first goal. You know, he got the assist for the second goal, and that's the thing that put the game to bed. And yes, maybe he has his fingerprints on that goal that Wolves scored with some of the decision making.
We didn't mention that.
We didn't mention that to him. No, we left that well alone. But the fact is, they're in the hat for the next round. That's the significance of it. And I think he's still a massive player for this club, especially between now and the end of the season.
And comparing their first half performance with their second half performance, how much better were they when they just moved the ball a bit quicker?
Listen, the first half performance was so bad that somebody standing really close to me thought that Liverpool were going to go into extra time in this game, and I can't think who that is, but maybe it was you.
Based on that first half
maybe
performance,
it was you.
that's all I'm
maybe
saying.
it was you.
It might have been. It might have been.
No. You got to trust the process.
You came so close.
Well, yeah, but I think in the end, Liverpool were the better side. I think if it was going to be a case of Wolves winning 2 games in a row against Liverpool, I'd have been very, very surprised. I think they always had the quality, and in certain moments they stepped up and they showed it. Defensively, like, it wasn't amazing for Liverpool, but it didn't need to be. And in terms of the attack, like, they did what they needed to do. Scored some good goals, took some confidence, and the game was basically done. You're taking off the likes of Van Dijk and so on. Like, that's a great position to be in with another big game coming up on Tuesday.
Liverpool had 20 shots on Tuesday. Wolves had 4. Tonight, Nedham, Liverpool had 20 shots. Wolves had 4.
Yes.
That's blown my mind, by the way.
Listen, yeah, so that's the thing. Wolves are less efficient today,
Yeah,
and look what
different
happens.
scoreline.
Yeah, and I think in some ways that's what summed up from my perspective, that the game on Tuesday is almost an anomaly for a side to have that much possession, to have the shots that they had, and to not win the game. The way that this game has panned out is how you'd expect it to pan out more often than not. And I think Liverpool, as we've seen, they're very much deserving winners, and, you know, they did what they needed to do.
Yeah, well done. You almost got it right. Almost. Not quite.
Nadim snitching on Alex there. Alex, Stevie agreed with you. He almost thought after that first half that it was going to extra time.
It did cross my mind at half time.
That was definitely the case.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not on my own here. Thanks, Stevie. Thank you.
No. Let's not do this, because Stevie is anxious because he wants Liverpool to do well. You just misread the game. Stevie speaks for itself. Listen, there's no ball.
All I would say, Alex, is that you don't want to be on Stevie's side all the time. Take it today, but not all the time.
Okay, I'll take it today.
Let me tell you guys this, because you didn't mention to Andy Robertson, because why would you? That late goal conceded. But in the commentary, Maka wasn't bothered about it.
Yeah.
Stevie was bothered about it, though. Before we get the thoughts of the team here, here's Arne Slot on it.
It is frustrating not to keep a clean sheet, especially for players, defenders, goalkeepers, who put so much in it, work so hard to keep them away from goal. It's very frustrating to see that we give away hardly any chance and still we concede goals. But I can't believe that it will go on like this. So there will also be moments that things will change for us. As it happened with the set pieces, things will go back to normal, especially because we have one of the best goalkeepers in the world, but we have to give him a chance to make a save. A deflected shot 3 days ago is for every goalkeeper impossible to save.
The game